So I'm back, and this is gonna be my first. I'm wearing a Red Sox shirt. You know what time it is? It is baseball season. This Thursday, or actually tomorrow, this video is going up Wednesday when opening day is happening. The lockout is finally over. I'm so excited, and it's the first baseball video on the channel, and the weather's getting warmer, and we'll see how this baseball video does on the channel. So it's my first one, and we're gonna do our division winners, award predictions, and World Series prediction, playoff prediction type stuff. So let's just get into this. Let's start with the AL East. We'll go from the AL all the way to the NL. We'll go all the awards and everything. So AL East, I'm gonna go give every team's record and some key players on every team that I think could have a good season. So we'll start with the Blue Jays. I think they're gonna finish 93 and 69. Great offseason. They had Matt Chapman. They did lose Marcus Semien, who was a huge part of that team. This team just missed the playoffs last year. Really unfortunate. But now they bring back Hyun-Jin Ryu, Jose Barrios. The pitching was kind of weak on this team. They have a lot of good pitchers now. Alex Manoah is going to be good. And of course, Vlad and Bo are budding superstars, or actually, they're basically superstars now. But I think they're the team to be in this division. They have a good rotation, and what they scored the most runs in all of baseball last year. I think it was like them and the Astros. So I think they can have a great season. 93 games. I believe their over is like 92. So 93 will be interesting there. I have the Rays coming in second at 92 and 70. They just trade Austin Meadows to the Tigers actually for a bunch of prospects, but Wander Franco's probably gonna have a breakout season. Glasnow's expected to miss most of the year, but Kevin Cash always finds a way with the opener. They always find these hitters to go off. Brandon Lau, their lineup is still a pretty dangerous team. Kevin Kiermaier, I think they'll finish a game behind the Blue Jays and finish second. And now the Red Sox at 87 and 75. They had Trevor Story. Now they have an infield of Trevor Story, Rafael Devers, and Xander Bogaerts, and Bobby Dahlbeck. Pretty lethal team. They have JD Martinez and Verdugo, but this team lacks pitching. They lost their ace Erod to the Tigers. Chris Sales, he's okay. He's not the Chris Sale we're used to, and I don't really know. I think the pitching's gonna hold this team back, so that's why 87 and 75. And I have the Yankees finishing fourth, 86-76. I do have Garrett Cole, but everyone in the rotation is a question mark. What will they get out of Luis Severino this season? Obviously, they have Judge, Stan. They got rid of Luke Voigt, I believe, or they were trying to trade him. I think they have Luke Voigt still, but they have Gleyber Torres, who had a down year, and Duarte. They have a lot of moving pieces. This lineup is good, but doesn't stand out to me anymore, and the pitching staff is kind of mid, so Yankees in fourth. And the Orioles in last, not much to say here. They're a trash team, 62 and 100. They're not really gonna win too many games. The ballpark. Fun fact about Camden, actually, the fences moved a little back, so that's gonna be unfortunate for less runs scored for them and the opposing teams. All right, AL Central. The White Sox, I have them winning it, 95 and 67. Eloy Jimenez, Jose Abreu, Luis Robert. Jose Robert Abreu is not that young, but it seems amazing. They have Giolito. They did lose Carlos Rodon. They're not that much money, which doesn't make sense. They still have Liam Hendricks in the bullpen. This lineup, Tim Anderson, top of this lineup is elite. And the AL Central is one of the worst divisions in baseball, and they're going to run away with this. 95 wins for the White Sox. Tigers, this is going to be a surprise to people. 81-81, I have them finishing. They had Javier Baez. They got Erod. Spencer Torkelson could be their potential rookie of the year. This lineup, this Tigers team is kind of fun to watch. They have a lot of scrappy, good hitters, and I think they will shock some people and win 81 games this year. Royals third, 75 and 87. Bobby Witt Jr. could be a potential rookie of the year. Breakout superstar. He's the number one prospect in baseball. He just made the opening day roster, so I think, and I like Whit Merrifield. I like Salvador Perez. They got back Zach Greinke. They still have Mike. I think they still have Mike Minor. They got him back, but the Royals, just an okay team. Not a great pitching staff, but a solid lineup. That's why they finished third in this division. Twins, 73 and 89. They don't have much pitching. They trade Barrios away. Their lineups, it's nothing crazy. It's not the team they had in like 2019 where everyone on their team hit like 20 home runs pretty much. That's not the team they have now. So they'll finish fourth. And then the Cleveland Guardians should be the Indians. Jose Ramirez, Shane Bieber, 2 stars stranded in Cleveland, and it's not going to be a good season for them. They'll finish in last. AL West, this is where it gets a little interesting. I still do have the Astros. Framber Valdez, a lot of good pitchers on this team still. McCullers, Luis Garcia, and one of the best lineups in baseball, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, Bregman, Altuve, Gurriel. They did lose Michael Brandt, or I think they still have Michael Brantley. So, but they lost a big hitter. Why can't I put it off the top of my head? Oh yes, obviously they lost George Springer to Toronto, but that didn't matter. They still score a crap ton of runs, and they're going to win this division pretty easily. Angels in second, 87-75. Mike Trout's back. Ohtani is at full force. They have Rendon. They added Noah Syndergaard this offseason to help out the pitching staff. I think they're going to have a solid season with Trout. They're going to be able to put up runs, and I think this division is kind of crappy too. So I think the Angels finish second. I have the Mariners finishing third, 84-78. They have Julio Rodriguez. They added Jesse Winker. They had a good offseason. Jared Kelenic should be better in year 2. They still have some okay pitchers. Marco Gonzalez leads them there. A lot of people think they could get the wild card. I don't think so. I think they'll go 84-78. They'll just miss the playoffs. And Texas in fourth, 78-84. Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, $300 million deals. Good hitting on this team, not much pitching, 78 wins. A's in last, they sold the whole team off. They're going to finish 63-99. No more Olsen, no more Matt Chapman. Billy Beane's at it again with his Moneyball tactics. He's rebuilding, going to have to restart, find cheap guys that can play and win. A's are going to have a rough season, sorry. So, AL Cy Young, let's go to the awards with the AL Cy Young. Shane Bieber is going to win it. Best pitcher in the AL by far. It's either him or Garrett Cole. Bieber's more consistent. Cole struggles against Boston and Toronto and those AL East teams. So I do think it will be Shane Bieber's award to lose. AL MVP, Mike Trout's going to have a bounce-back year. He's going to win his 4th MVP. He's going to hit like 40 home runs. I drafted him in fantasy. I'm a little biased, but it's Mike Trout, and Ohtani won it last year, and why can't Trout win this year? They have 2 of the best players in baseball. AL Rookie of the Year, Bobby Witt Jr. is a popular pick for this. I'm going to go Julio Rodriguez. I think the stud outfielder, 21-year-old, is going to have a better season than Witt. He probably plays in a better hitter's park in Safeco than Kansas City. And I just think everyone's underrating him and this ability, what he can do for the Seattle team. He'd do the same things as Witt, honestly. Steal bases, get home runs. So I think I don't want to be generic, so let's go Julio Rodriguez. Manager of the Year, we'll go Joe Madden. The Angels, I do have them making the playoffs, 87-75. And Trout that's gonna correlate him winning MVP with Joe Madden. Winning Manager of the Year, so I like their roster, and I think they have a good season. So my playoff teams, the six playoff teams that will make it are Toronto, Tampa Bay, White Sox, Astros, and Angels. And let's move on to the NL. So the NL East, starting off, the Mets, my New York Mets, are going to win this division 92-70. DeGrom's out a month, I know. Lindor should have a bounce-back season. They added Chris Bassett, Scherzer. This rotation's looking really nice. His injuries, it should be our year. I'm a Mets fan. Mart's dad, Starling Marte, Marcana, added a bunch of people to this team, and NL East kind of weak, and I don't think Atlanta's pitching's that great. And Acuna's still out for a little bit, so Mets in first, 92-70. And then I'll have Atlanta, 88-74. Freddie Freeman left. Matt Olson, great replacement, obviously. Going to hit probably 40 home runs. This team, defending champs, they might have a little hangover in the beginning, but I don't believe in their pitching that much. Charlie Morton's getting up there in age, and I really like the Braves to finish second. They're going to make the playoffs, though, but 88-74. Phillies, 83-79. Bryce Harper, Gene Segura, Aaron Nola, a lot of great players in this team. The bullpen, still a disaster for this team. So, got to fix that. And the starting pitching is a little mediocre outside of Nola, so 83-79. They're a mediocre squad. And the Marlins second to last, not last this year for once. 76-86 Jazz. Great pitching, Sandy Alcantara. Trevor Rogers, is that Yes, I think that's his name. The good lefty pitcher. I'm forgetting everything right now. Anyways, this team plays in a interesting ballpark. Not many home runs are hit there, but I think their young pitching can carry them. They've Sisto Sanchez too. This team's finishing fourth though. They're not better than the top three teams. And Washington's in last. They have Nelson Cruz, who's still probably gonna have 40 home runs magically. Juan Soto stud, but this roster doesn't have anything, so they're gonna win 69 games and lose 93. NL Central. Brew Crew winning this. They're going to walk away with this. This is by far the worst division in baseball. This division sucks. 92 and 70. Woodruff, Corbin Burns, Freddie Peralta, all elite pitchers. Corbin Burns won the Cy Young. Yelich, I'm expecting them to bounce back year. Their hitting is going to make them lose in the playoffs, but it doesn't matter. They can skid by this terrible division and win it at 92 and 70. Cardinals, 87 and 75. Second place. Goldschmidt, Arenado, but this team just never meets expectations. I feel like sometimes they should have won it last year. They didn't. I like Jack Flaherty, but he's hurt a lot, and the rest of the lineup really isn't that special, honestly, besides outside of Goldie and Arenado. So we'll finish second, though. The Reds, 77-85. This team lost a lot of players the last couple of years. Castillo's okay. They've Hunter Green, a rookie coming up who should be pretty good. They lost Castellanos to free agency, I believe. Yeah, they lost Castellanos, Jesse Winker. They lost the heart of their lineup pretty much, and it's not going to work. They're not going to make the playoffs. 77 wins for the Reds. The Cubs, 71 and 91. This team is really bad. They have nobody good. Javier Baez left. They added Stroman for some reason, and not much to say. They're going to finish in fourth. And then the Pirates, they're the cheapest team in baseball besides the A's. 61 wins. Brian Reynolds, Cabrian Hayes. They want to trade Reynolds. They just want to trade everyone they can. Total crap if you're a Pirates fan, but they're gonna win 61 games and finish in last. Now the NL West, the best division in baseball. I have the Dodgers winning this at 101 and 61. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Bellinger, all those boys. Will Smith, Justin Turner. I could go on and on. If Bauer plays, that's even more scary. There's still Walker Buehler, and Kershaw went back to them. Dodgers are the best team in baseball. I don't know. They're going to choke this year, I bet, somehow, but they're going to win this division in 101 and 61. Padres, 93 and 69. I think this is the year for they finally make it to the playoffs. Tatis is hurt, but they still have Machado. Cronenworth, they have a lot of good players. Yu Darvish, Clevenger, Blake Snell, Sean Manaea is your fifth starter. Your team's going to be pretty damn good. They're going to win 93 games. And the Giants, I don't know how the hell they won over 100 games last year. They're 90 and 72. They added Rodon, they have Alex Wood, Del Scafani, elite pitching staff. But I think the veteran hitters are going to regress a little bit, and I do think they finish third. I don't think they're better than San Diego or the Dodgers this year. Rockies, 72 and 90. They got rid of Story to sign Chris Bryant to a long deal. They still have Herman Marquez and a bunch of decent pitchers, but they play in Coors Field, and they give up a crap ton of runs. The bullpen's not good. The lineup's okay. They're just going to finish fourth. They're not a good team. And then the Diamondbacks, 62 and 100. I honestly couldn't tell you who's notable on this team anymore. Yeah, let's actually look this up because they lost Eduardo Escobar. The Mets, I know that. They Bumgarner, Zach Gallen. I do like Zach Gallen a lot. He's a good pitcher. But this team doesn't have any special hitters, let's be honest. So that's why they're going to win 62 games. NL Cy Young might be biased, but I'm going to DeGrom. He is missing a month, but I do think he's going to come out of the gates after that and destroy the league. I think he's going to have like a 2 ERA. And he's going to finish the rest of the season healthy and cruise to his third Cy Young. So not much to say there. NL MVP, Juan Soto. Going to walk a lot, going to hit a lot of singles. He could do it all. He's going to hit like 40 home runs this year for a terrible Nationals team. But he'll win the MVP award. NL Rookie of the Year, a lot of people like that Cubs Japanese guy who's like 27, but I'm going Hunter Green. He can throw a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. He was fantastic in AAA last year. He's going to be the one bright spot for the Reds this year, and I think he could become their ace by the end of the season, so I'm going Hunter Green. NL Manager of the Year, Bob Melvin. He's finally going to lead the Padres back to the playoffs. And their pitching staff is lethal. Their lineup is great. Bob Melvin's going to do a good job managing that. He's going to get the Padres into the playoffs. All right, so my World Series prediction, I'm going to have the Dodgers over the Rays, actually. I'm going to have the Rays coming out of the AL. I'm thinking they're going to shock the Jays. They're going to find a way to win the playoff series. And it's going to be a rematch of 2020. And the Dodgers win 6 games. They're going to beat them again. It's not going to be a Mickey Mouse 60-game season. So I do think the Dodgers win. I couldn't tell you who comes out of the AL. AL is really weird this year. Could be the Astros. It could be Dodgers, Astros once again. We saw the Astros make it yet last year, but I don't see that again. But thank you guys for watching. I think these MLB predictions, they're hard to do because a lot changes. Nobody saw the Giants winning 100 games last year. I could see the Mariners actually being the surprise team. I didn't have them making the playoff. So yeah, my phone kind of didn't die, but like spazzed out and the recording of the video stopped. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Not much else to say here. I hope comment down below your predictions, who's gonna win the World Series, award predictions, all that type of stuff. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.